My fellow Americans, it's no secret that we have faced some difficulties within the years. As your president, I believe in the greater good for all people. It's the year of 2036 where technology has risen to the occasion for the greater country. The question did arise about our safety. I assure you that we will not surrender to terrorists. I have signed an executive order from Special Forces to ignite Operation Tango. We are working hard to keep you all safe, and we ask for a little patience. We believe that the elite terrorist group and their leader Roman Sakar is the cause of these recent attacks. We are working around the clock. We have multiple IT personnel working overnight to ensure the safety of our better nation. At approximately 9:32 this evening, a special unit investigated a high-level area in Palekar for any leads on this group. I can say that their investigation has been successful. The hostage was extracted promptly. We now ask for your help by letting the Special Forces continue their work. God bless America. Hey Mary, get me General Logan on the phone.
General Logan, sir, reporting.
No need for the formalities here, General. I wanted to thank your squad for the work in Palekar.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
But General, our work is far from over. I understand you serve in the 11th Precinct. That makes you an asset to our country. I just did a press conference where the American people were not at ease with our safety. This is a national form of security. The end for the political bullshit is over. Tell me, what are you planning on doing next, Private?
Well, sir, Operation Tango is a go. I have men working all parameters in major foreign cities. My intel tells me about the next strike, and we will be ready.
That's good to hear. Now go to work, General.
Canyon Boulevard.
Спокойно, все. Пусть он подойдет поближе.
624-767 west of Whiteman. 5 Victor North on 340.
Мы по дороге. Будем там через пару минут. Понял. Мы знаем, что делать. Все как по плану. Ну, впрочем, как всегда. Безупречно гладко. Прямо как мне нравится.
Move your asses. I want this money moved, and I don't have all day to do it.
Почти там, начинай отсчет. По моей команде. 3. 2. 1. Come on, go!
coming here and attempting to steal my money?
Все подготовлено. Он на позиции. Сейчас вы начинаете.
Come out! I want to see the man I'm dealing with. He must be kidding me, right? You have some balls, I'll give you that.
I advise you to give up peacefully.
You seem to not understand your situation right now.
Мой левый, твой правый.
Away from me shooting
Начинай
you.
час.
So anything else you want to add, or
Два.
should we just end this here and now? What the fuck?
Ну что, Криса, попал ты?
Advise those on you if there is one there.
План такой. Я вырублю снайпера и вас прикрываю.
21 there is no further on the ADW coverage from William Millwood. Repeat the starting location.
Еще несколько осталось.
Stop right there! Get down! Get down! Stop or I shoot!
Еще один? Ну что сейчас делаем?
Down on the ground now! You're under arrest!
А вот и он. Надо было гладко. Как наш транспорт подготовлен? Легко. I want them dead.
Good evening. I'm Lucy Tracy reporting live. Breaking news tonight: drug ring in the heart of Chinatown. Reports say that President Chandler signed Operation Tango for Special Forces. Witnesses has spotted a large criminal mafia in the mist. Our sources say that $1.4 million laundered around the famous attraction. There has been a report of 4 police officers stabbed to death and 2 shot to the chest. Our sources say that this could be another link to the Roman Shakur terrorist organization and its consumption of human technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now getting word from the White House. We now take you live to Washington, D.C.
My fellow Americans, we have been working around the clock to find answers of tonight's events in Chinatown. I have been working with General Private Marlo Logan to find any evidence of the events. It is an unprecedented time we live in today. As your president, I will be closing down and quarantine the Midwest region of Chinatown until further notice. Operation Tango is working hard. My next executive order is to find out what Roman Shekhar mottos are. I have spoke with the Polliker president in hopes in meeting with him to end the terrorist attack on our greater nation. We have both agreed that Operation Hardline will put an end to Roman Shekhar organization and reaching him in our custody. In regards to Chinatown, this is evidence of the $1.4 million being en route to Lauderdale and Polliker. We will be back to working order as soon as we can. My fellow Americans, please stay safe and God bless America.
I hear the news. Operation Hardline?
Yes. Operation Hardline. I have debriefed the Vice President and the Cabinet. What I'm about to tell you, I need a full detailed list of your best men. We will take Air Force One to Polliker to meet with the President there. Meanwhile, you will instruct your best men to a nearby HQ warehouse. I need your men to find anything that could lead to where Shekhar might be holding up.
Yes, sir. I will do my duty, but this is to be under the table. If our nation finds out that we are invading a third world country, World War III could happen.
Private, we're already in World War III.
Clock's ticking. Take staff and go down the cellar. Exit somewhere there. Hurry up, John. Wasting time. Okay, done. Guns up! Oh shit! Gonna kill you all! Bastards!
Что там у тебя, Серый? Нормально тут пацаны постреляли. Мы удачно зашли. Да тут реально импортные залеты.
Я глок в последний раз в кино видал. Дальнего попроверял.
Да погодь ты. Ща.
We hope that my people have provided the utmost satisfying hospitality.
Thank you, Ambassador Shah. So my American government believe that Roman Shekhar is responsible for the attack on American grounds. Now we have no problems with the Polliker government, but you must know if we find him, he would report to American prison to answer for his terrorist actions.
I see.
Now, Mr. President, I must let you know that even Roman Shaker is attacking the American lands. He is in our region. Let me be clear, my people are not too well impressed with your practices.
How do you mean?
Unlike our people of Palika, we don't resolve things in war. We believe that the American government can be greedy and have their own ambitions. This is a high-class case into which I am obligated to engage. Mr. President, I am at liberty to let you know that Roman Shakar might be operating out in Siberia. I have my men out to gain custody and he will report directly to me. I will not give you Shakar. Interfere and many bad things might happen to your government.
Sounds like a threat.
No threat, just a reminder of where we lie in our nation.
My men didn't find Shakar at the warehouse, just 2 fatalities.
Damn it. Just our luck. The op was a fail. Ambassador Shah didn't tell me much either.
Sir, the councillors wanted to know our next move.
We go to Siberia. Operation Snow is a go.
Alpha Team, let me be clear. Our priority 1 is Shakar and his operations. Find out what he is up to and shut it down.
Doesn't work, we're fucked. Go.
Частых смертельных случаев. Внимание! Будьте осторожны во время работы рядом с конвейером. Предохранительные устройства отключены для максимальной производительности. Внимание! Весь персонал, работающий в секторе 8, должен носить костюмы для защиты от опасных материалов. В избежании случайного воздействия необходимо соблюдать требования биологической безопасности. Внимание! Не используйте сварочные грелки возле бочек с жидким топливом. Есть вероятность получения серьезных травм.
Y'all better be fucking worth it!
We have had too many fatalities on our men. I'm starting to wonder if we hired the right man for the job. Your reports have been costing us millions. Taxpayers are worried.
Yes, sir. I understand your concerns. Our nation believes in the right to fight for what's right. I've got one last operation that we have not tried. Mr. President, we believe that Operation Hardline 2.0 can work. Our sources say that Shaka has his legitimate warehouse south of Korea. We have men ready to go. I just need your approval. So I know that our efforts are not for nothing, and as your general, I believe that we are so close.
Damn, you're determined. Okay, I have to put my judgment and trust into my men. Hardline Operation 2.0 is a go.
Thank you, sir. Listen up, Delta. This is to be our last shot for our nation and its people. Let's put this bastard down.
What are the odds of flooding the General Markov? Russian general would be caught dead out here. Heads up. Okay, drop him. We're clear. Copy. Post up on the ridge and let's get the lay of the land. Echo 3-1 to Blue Viking 5. Call for fire. Stand by for target confirmation. Copy 3-1. Viking standing by.
perspectives and players. For over 16 years, the West has waged a war to end terrorism. Yet in Afghanistan, where the war began, the battle wages on. Earlier this month, NATO Secretary Jens Stoltenberg traveled to Afghanistan, calling on the Taliban to stop the killing and encouraged all sides to reach an agreement for peace. And terrorism is destroying Yemen and Syria, where millions of civilians have been displaced or killed. Is the end to the war on terrorism possible? Joining me now is Phil Gursky, a former senior strategic analyst at CSIS, specializing in violent extremism and the author of this book titled An End to the War on Terrorism. So Phil, given the title of your book here, do you think we will ever see a true end to the war on terrorism?
No, we can't. And one of the reasons, Mercedes, is that the problem is we've declared war against the common noun. And if you look at the other wars against common nouns that have been declared, the war on poverty or the war on drugs, neither of those show any signs of ending anytime soon. So it's actually a very silly idea to try to defeat a concept. You can defeat a terrorist group, like Islamic State or Al-Qaeda. You can capture terrorists, you can incarcerate them, you can kill them, but you can't defeat terrorism as an ideology. It's been around for centuries and will be around for centuries to come.
Why in a group, in a country like Afghanistan, where you have groups like the HIG, like the Taliban, like Al-Qaeda, increasingly ISIS, why is it so hard to overcome those groups there? Can we not bring them on side politically? Can we not defeat them militarily? What's the issue?
I think there are a lot of issues. So in terms of bringing them on politically, there are rumors that the Taliban are engaged in peace talks with the Americans in the United Arab Emirates. Who would have said that 17 years ago in the wake of 9/11? I think it'd be public chaos if we were to sit down with Al-Qaeda or sit down with ISIS in terms of negotiations. The other problem is that it goes back to the very, I guess, essence of military occupation. When you occupy a country, you tend to overstay your welcome. You lose the support of the locals, who may in fact start supporting terrorist groups like Islamic State or the Taliban, and so therefore it becomes harder and harder the longer you stay. So it's not an easy task when you get there in the first place. It becomes even more complicated if you're there for decades, in this case almost 2 decades later.
Fellow Americans, tonight I'd like to calm Americans after the terrorist attack by Roman Shekhar. I'd like to deliver a primetime address designed to underscore the government's campaign against an evolving threat. Speaking from a lectern in the Oval Office, I will acknowledge the heightened fears that followed an attack. I've called an act of terrorism that appeared to be inspired, but not directed, by members of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. It is clear that the two of them had gone down the dark path of radicalization, so this was an act of terrorism designed to kill innocent people. I have promised an intensification of airstrikes against the Shekhar organization and that a growing coalition of nations and an increasingly sophisticated effort to capture and kill the group's leaders would yield significant results. But it was not intended to announce a dramatic shift in strategy or new policies to combat the terrorist threat at home and overseas. Instead, it was meant to inform Americans of the administration's efforts against the Shekhar organization and to urge people not to give in to fear or language that casts suspicion on any member on the Shekhar organization and mosques. We cannot turn against one another by letting this fight be defined as a war between America and other countries. That does not mean denying the fact that an extremist ideology has spread within some communities. This is a real problem that must confront, without excuse.
Sending up a flare, hoping I flow. I don't know where, there's only one way to go.